Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. This will be our kind of our dry run for Dyer County Choctaw Softball. We are ever so glad to get back out on the field as we have, because of COVID, has been a problem to get this done. But it's good to have a season. It's good to have fans in the stands, and it's good to do everything that we want and need done here tonight. We're about ready to get this game underway. Coming up first will be number 3, Maya Hurst. She's going to be facing Ava Osment. Ava is going to start on the mound here tonight for the Lady Choctaws. Lady Choctaws were able to play 4 or 5 games last year, and then COVID hit, and it was kind of heartbreaking for the seniors. This year, only one senior, Caitlin Mascroft, who's out in center field right now. She is the only senior on the Choctaw squad tonight, or this season. About ready to get this one underway as Ava Osment is ready for the first pitch. Comes in, it's fouled off to the right side, and it's going to be strike 1 to the batter, Maya Hurst. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Osment puts it on the outside corner for call strike number 2. There's a delivery. It's a little high. She did get her swing checked, so it's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes. It was close, but she got it done. And that's going to be ball 2 high. And this one's on the inside, and it hits the batter, and that's going to put Maya Hurst, the leadoff batter at first base with nobody out, and it's going to bring 0-0 Aja Stovall to the plate. She's the third baseman for the Chester County Lady Eagles coming to Dyer County tonight. There's a bunt that is fouled back and almost caught by Danny there. You had your good glove on, didn't you? Way to go. That's right. Dyer County brought the gloves tonight. Yeah, you don't want to lose that one in the sun, do you? Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Osment. It's going to be high. It's going to get to the backstop, and heading down to second base will be Maya Hurst. That was going to be listed as a wild pitch, likely, as it was a bit high for Reagan Thompson to get to, and she's 6 feet tall, so it gives you a little insight on that pitch. Second one is a little high, and that's going to go to the backstop, and that's going to allow Maya Hurst to head on to third. So 2 balls, 1 strike to the batter, Aja Stovall. And Dyer County, as Paul Stringham says, is showing a nerve or 2 here tonight. Happy to get back to playing ball. That one's a little bit high, ball 3. Tori Beth Myers at third base trying to keep Maya Hurst close. She's got her eye on her over there, playing in. And there's the pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Great pitch by Ava Osment. Got her way out in front of it. Stovall steps back in. Swung on and missed. That's the way to get the first batter out, and that is going to be the first strikeout for Ava Osment. And let's hope it's going to be the first of many for this season for the Choctaw softball team. 1 out, nobody on. And that ball's a little bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. And there's the pitch, strike, right at the knees on the outside corner. That one's going to be a called strike 2. And Fander, that is the second strikeout for Ava Osment, and that's going to be the second out. First pitch is going to be a ball 1. Second pitch is going to be a little inside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. There's the pitch from Osment, swung on and missed. Runner at third, Maya Hurst got on as she was hit by a pitch, then with a pitch that was high from Osment, she moves on to second, then now at third base on another high pitch, and then a strikeout for Osment, and they got her back. They got goes into left field, and coming in to score will be Maya Hurst as she forced the throw to third base. It was a little bit high, and it got through Tori Beth Myers, and it's going to be a 1-0 score.
All right, girls, let's get this one right here. Let's go.
So the Eagles draw first blood after moving a runner to third base, and that one is foul tipped straight back. Two balls, 2 strikes. The junior delivers. Oh, that was close, a little bit outside. Everybody was ready to come back to the dugout after that one. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff. Popped up. And Danny, you got your glove on? Yep. You're going to bring it. You're going to have to bring it. That one was fouled straight back. Caught by a fan. And another ball goes back out to the front. And
they're getting closer.
Yeah. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 4. That is the first walk by Ava Osment. She's got 2 strikeouts and 1 walk. They're going to bring the ball back in, and they're going to try to get another one out. That one is a little inside, ball one.
Get in there, babe. Let's go, two.
Osmond delivers, and that one's going to be a little inside and low.
Come on, two. 2 outs. Let's go.
And that one swung on and missed. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Pitch, A.
Job right. Come on now. Don't lose her. Right here. Come back and get her.
Osmond steps back up on the mound and gets the pitch from Coach O and prepares and delivers. Gonna say ball inside. That's gonna put 2 runners on. Runners at first and second. That's gonna bring to the plate Tori Trice, the cleanup hitter, number 34. I am so sorry. I am ahead of myself here. This is Madison Burton who is up. Swung on and missed by Burton. That one is swung and fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes to the hitter. And strike 3, as that is the 3rd strikeout for Osmond, and that will end the inning, but not before 1 run on no hits and no errors, as Dyer County trails 1-0 here in the first.
When it comes to screen printing, embroidery, logos, and specialty items, you've got a lot of choices, but one stands out. It's Stitch and Print, 107 East Main Street. They're your all-in-one place for embroidery, screen print, vinyl, signage, sublimations, and so much more. We can print your logo or help you design a new one for things like cups, hats, shirts, and more. We do all our work in-house so you get your order quickly. Locally owned and operated. Stitch and Print, 107 East Main Street, New Bern, or call 627-6227 for Stitch and Print.
We're going to see 21, yeah. Welcome back as Choctaws give up 1 unearned run here in the first inning. We're going to bring up Ava Osmond, Reagan Thompson, and Katie Grace Willis will be facing Madison Burton here in the first. Ava Osmond's going to step in for the Choctaws. And Burton delivers. going to be a ball outside. Can we get the batter too? That's going to be a strike. Ava Osment getting her first opportunity as varsity right here. It's been 2 years since Dyer County's gotten it. The ball is in play and pulled her off the base, but she gets back in time. That's going to be a ground out to third, and it's going to be the first out for the Choctaws. It's going to bring Reagan Thompson to the plate.
Now batting, number 13, Reagan Thompson.
And Burton's pitch is rolling in, and it'll be ball one. Yeah. Or spitter one, we're not sure which. One ball, no strikes. There's Burton's delivery. That's going to be a little bit low, ball two. Reagan Thompson, one of Coach McCord's basketball players. She just finished, a week ago Tuesday. They finished up their season. Tough loss at Arlington. Came right into softball, and she slaps one down the third base line. They're going to call it a foul. So 2 balls and 1 strike to the batter, Reagan Thompson. And there's Burton's delivery. Going to be a little outside. Ball 3 rather. Can't count. And there's Burton's delivery. Hit hard to center field. Going back is the center fielder, and making the catch is Heather Mcmahon. And Mahon, I should say, number 33, and that's going to be out number 2.
Now batting, number 20, Katie Grace Willis.
Katie Grace Willis will step in for the Choctaws. See if she can keep the inning alive. Strike one called. Tori Beth Myers on deck. No balls, 1 strike. Katie Grace takes a ball low. She's the Choctaws' first baseman. She played volleyball for Coach O earlier this year. Swung on and missed. Strike 2 rather. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Madison Burton has retired 2 hitters, but no strikeouts and no walks. And that one's going to be outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one is swung on, popped up, and the catcher couldn't find it. So new life for Katie Grace Willis. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Dyer County trails in this one, 1-0. Willis with new life. And there's the pitch, ball high. That fills the count full here to Katie Grace Willis. Here's Madison Burton's pitch. It's going to be ball 4. She's going to take her base, and it's going to be the first walk handed down by Madison Burton. And that's going to bring Tori Beth Myers to the plate. And the first delivery is ball low, and taking a lead at first base, Katie Grace Willis. There's a second pitch strike on the inside corner to Tori Beth Myers. Willis at first, Myers at the plate. On deck will be Emma McBride. Ellie Edgen is in the hole waiting to get on deck. Should a couple people reach, and that one's in fair play. If it gets by the pitcher, it does not. She flips it with the, and that's going to be the third out. Flips it on over to the first baseman, Kara Pipkin. So thus will end the first inning of play. Choctaws trail it 1-0.
Carpenter with Flat Heating and Air. My grandfather, Murray Flat, paved the way for my family to proudly serve Dyer County and all of West Tennessee with all of your heating and air conditioning needs. Dedication and commitment and hard work has been passed down since 1946. Just as Choctaws from years past have also paved the way for future student athletes with their dedication and commitment to hard work. Thank you for all you've done for this community. Flat Heating and Air, a proud sponsor of Choctaw Athletics. And remember, once a Choctaw, always a Choctaw.
Abby Gwynn will step in to face Ava Osment as we begin the second inning here. First ball is high. Osment 3 strikeouts and 2 walks in the first inning. Gave up 1 unearned run. Maya Hurst was hit by a pitch to begin the game and scored. Abby Gwynn looks at a ball high. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to the batter. Abby Gwynn. She is the left fielder for the Eagles. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Osment delivers. Oh, drew her in. Are they going to call that a strike? Who called it? Yep, she went around. So Abby Gwynn is. That was a beautiful off-speed pitch. Had me fooled. I was waiting for it to get to the plate. And there it comes. Strike 3 call. That is the 3rd strikeout Fourth strikeout. Thank you, Danny. That feeds it back to me right there. Yeah, it comes out of here, but it's back feeding back to there. Foul tip back. Thank you for joining us. Looks like we got quite a few people watching our first game tonight. This is kind of a dry run to test all of our equipment and make sure our cameras are going to work and switcher and audio and all that stuff. So if you hear a little background stuff, yes, that one was high and outside. We're just kind of getting it all together here tonight. We'll be back on the air on Thursday night. That one is a little bit high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Thursday night will be Dyer County's first district game with Brighton. And we're just happy to play softball. It's been too long. Osmond swing and a miss. That is strike number 2. I don't know what Ava's putting on it, but he's got 4 strikeouts already. Like she's tough to hit. Swing and a miss. That is strikeout number 5 for Osmond. And that's going to bring up from the left side of the plate, number 33, that is Heather McMahon, or McMahon, I should say. That is her first at-bat. Osmond's first pitch is a little high and outside, ball 1. Osmond delivers. That's going to be a strike on the outside corner. Kind of tied McMahon's hands together. Didn't know whether to swing or not at that one. It's going to be a ball outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the delivery, strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 2 outs via the strikeout. Nobody's made contact this inning. That was a little outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The count is full for the Choctaws. Third base is playing in for the left-handed batter. And there's a delivery. Strike 3 called. Striking out the side is Ava Osmond. That is strikeout number 6. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, nobody left. And in the middle of the second, Dyer County trails it 1-0.
Rick Hill Nissan, Dyersburg, is your home for all things Nissan, and to prove it, we're offering deep discounts on all remaining 2020 models. This can save you thousands. Also, check out our redesigned 2021 Rogue. The new Rogue features best-in-class safety, along with ProPilot Assist and NavLink, a 360-degree 3D high-def camera view, and more. Guaranteed credit approval with the in-house Credit Medic. That's Rick Hill Nissan, 2700 Parr Avenue, Dyersburg, or online at rickhillnissan.com.
Three batters up for Dyer County. Emma McBride is one. Ellie Edgen and Cam McCoy will be the ones who will face Madison Burton here in the bottom of the second. First pitch is called strike one. Second pitch is on the way, swung on and missed. Strike two. Emma McBride, the Choctaws. Swung on and missed. That is the first strikeout for Madison Burton. And that is the first out for the Choctaws. That's going to bring up Ellie Edgen.
Now batting, number 6.
Swing and a miss by Edgen. Cam McCoy, the shortstop, is on deck. Should either of those get on, it'll be Marley Thedford to bat. Burton's delivery is fouled straight back. No balls, 2 strikes to Ellie Edgen. And that one's going to be a little outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ellie Edgen, the left fielder for the Choctaws. Swung on and hit down the first base line. Will it stay fair? They're going to say she touched it, but it's going to be called foul. I'm going to say, the umpire was right on top of that one. They let it roll. It looked like it was going to stay fair. Had there been a rock there for it to bounce it back in, it might have been. But it's going to put Ellie Edgen back at the plate to again face Madison Burton. Burton delivers. High, foul tip back, and they're going to say it was a foul tip, and she's going to get new life as the catcher did not catch it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ellie Edgen making her throw some pitches. It's only 1 ball, 2 strikes, but she's thrown 5 pitches. There's a delivery, hit hard to left field, but right at the left fielder who runs in and makes the catch. That is Abby Gwynn. She got it out there, but
Now batting, number 5, Cameron McCoy.
first pitch is a ball to Cam McCoy. Marley Thedford on deck. There's a delivery. It is hit down the third base line. Scooping it up, throwing on to first in time is Aja Stovall, and that will end the inning. And that'll be the third out as At the end of 2, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left, and Dyer County trails it 1-0 to the Eagles. Back in a moment.
When it comes to screen printing, embroidery, logos, and specialty items, you've got a lot of choices, but one stands out. It's Stitch and Print, 107 East Main Street. They're your all-in-one place for embroidery, screen print, vinyl, signage, sublimations, and so much more. We can print your logo or help you design a new one for things like cups, hats, shirts, and more. We do all our work in-house so you get your order quickly. Locally owned and operated. Stitch and Print, 107 East Main Street, New Bern, or call 627-6227 for Stitch and Print.
Back to the top of the order, Maya Hurst, Aja Stovall, and Leslie Salvador to begin the third inning as Reagan Thompson takes it down to second base, and they have a confab there at the mound, as they do. Katie Grace Willis back on over to first, and Ava Osment will step in. She has got 6 strikeouts. Maya Hurst at the plate to lead off the third inning. She led off the game with a hit by a pitch and scored. First pitch is a bit high, ball 1. Osment delivers, strike on the inside corner. Maya Hurst is a tall drink of water. He looks over 6 foot, and as I mentioned, was hit by a pitch and scored in the first inning. That's going to be low and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Top of the order here. Top of the third inning, and Hurst says that Osment took a little too long, so she calls timeout, steps out of the box, and now back in. Osment delivers, swung on and missed, strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. There's a delivery, it is hit to right field. It will hit fair, is called fair, and going down, making the trek down to second, not in time, was the throw from Maddie Thedford. Cam McCoy covering second. They swung on and a run to third. Actually, a stolen base. So now again, Maya Hurst is at third base with nobody out. We had 2 strikeouts in the first inning that got us close, but a couple of walks, and that is a ball. No balls, 1 strike, or 1 ball, no strikes, I should say.
Focus, babe. You got it.
Ave Osment, the 2-0 pitch, strike. Stovall struck out her first time she faced Osmond. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that one's a little bit low, so that's going to be a walk.
Work hard, babe.
That is the 3rd walk given up by Osmond. Her first varsity start tonight. That is swung on. It's a dribbler hit to 3rd, picked up by Short. And looks like everybody's going to be safe. As now it is 2-0 as score that one an infield hit. And that's going to send Stovall on to second. Salvador at first, and that one is fouled back and caught by Reagan Thompson. So that's going to be the first out of the inning. That was Tori Trice. Now Kara Pipkin will step in. 1 out, 2 on. Already 1 in here in the top of the 3rd. Osmond pitches, they bunt down the third base side. It rolls foul. Everybody will go back. There's the pitch, swung on and missed. Kara Pipkin walked her first time up. Was stranded at second base. And that one's going to be high. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Pipkin. Swung on and missed. That's what we needed, is a strikeout right there. That is strikeout number 7 and out number 2 for the Eagles. It's going to bring the pitcher Burton, Madison Burton, number 18. She struck out in the first. And that one is popped up to right field. Going over and making the catch is Marley Thedford. Marley Thedford. I knew that. I was testing you there. Marley Thedford. I'm a little slow today. So that gets us out of the inning, but not before 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left. As Dyer County now trails 2-0 as they come to bat here in the bottom of the 3rd. And we'll be back with more right after this.
When it comes to screen printing, embroidery, logos, and specialty items, you've got a lot of choices, but one stands out. It's Stitch & Print, 107 East Main Street. They're your all-in-one place for embroidery, screen print, vinyl, signage, sublimations, and so much more. We can print your logo or help you design a new one for things like cups, hats, shirts, and more. We do all our work in-house so you get your order quickly. Locally owned and operated. Stitch & Print, 107 East Main Street, New Bern, or call 627-6227 for Stitch & Print.
After a great play out in right field, Marley Thedford is going to step in. Caitlin Mascroft, and back to the top of the order with Ava Osment due up third. Swung on and fouled back. Thedford. No balls, one strike. There's the delivery. That's going to be low. One ball, one strike. Our county would like to get some offense here in the bottom of the third. That one's way high and outside. Two balls and one strike. Thedford looks at strike two called. Here comes Burton's 2-2 pitch. Oh, that was close. Woo-hoo! They're going to call it a ball. That stretches the count to full on Marley Thedford. Good play there in right field to end the inning. That one swung on, hit hard to short, scooped up, throw on over to first in time. That'll be the first out. So that's going to bring up number one, Caitlin Mascroft, the only senior on the Choctaw team.
Caitlin Mascroft.
And there's the pitch, high and outside from Burton. Our county would like to get base runners right here. Could sure use them. There's a delivery, swung on, foul tip, out of the glove of Salvador, but she quickly recovers and gets it back to Burton, and let's play softball. And that one is fouled back. Count holds, 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's Burton's delivery. That's going to be a little bit low, 2-2. Two-two pitch, fouled back to the right side and out of play. The count holds. And that one is hit high to shortstop, calls everybody off and squeezes it. And that's going to be out number 2. So grounder to short and a pop fly to short. So far, and that's going to bring up number 2. That's Ava Osment. Swung on and missed by Osment. Ava swung at one low. No balls, 2 strikes. That one is a little outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 2 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Choctaw's home opener here tonight. Swung on and missed. That is strikeout number 2 and out number 3 for the Choctaws, as no runs, no hits, nobody left. And as we go to the top of the 4th, Dyer County trails it 2-0.
Carpenter with Flat Heating and Air. My grandfather, Murray Flat, paved the way for my family to proudly serve Dyer County and all of West Tennessee with all of your heating and air conditioning needs. Dedication and commitment and hard work has been passed down since 1946. Just as Choctaws from years past have also paved the way for future student athletes with their dedication and commitment to hard work. Thank you for all you've done for this community. Flat Heating and Air, a proud sponsor of Choctaw Athletics. And remember, once a Choctaw, always a Choctaw.
Trying to give him mine, he won't take it. Your cheeks will go to sleep now. Our county trails at 2-0 here, and it's going to bring to the plate number 5, Abby Gwynn. Abby Gwynn struck out in the 2nd, up here in the 4th. Abby Gwynn steps in. Ava Osment will begin her 4th inning of work. And the delivery, strike 1. Gwynn was a strikeout victim in the 2nd. That was the 4th K for Ava Osment. Strike 2. Swung on and missed. Osment, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. She's given up 2 runs, only 1 earned. And swung on and missed. That's strike 3. That's the 7th strikeout. Ava Osment, first pitch is in the dirt, but Adcock swings at it. Ava Adcock would love to have that one back. She was strikeout victim number 5 to Osment. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Swung on and missed. That is strikeout number 8 for Osment. And out number 2, that's going to bring Heather Mcmahon coming to the plate. Bottom of the order. She struck out in the 2nd. That one's way high. Did you get that one on camera? Coming right at it. Ooh. Shakes the fence. Special thanks to David Bach, who provides our backstop camera. That's a little outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. You can remember his daughter Athena played about 3 years ago. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3-0 to Heather Mcmahon. And that's ball 4. That is walk number 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to bring us back to the top of the order, Maya Hurst. Maya Hurst been a thorn in our side. She was hit by a pitch and scored in the first and hit a double in the second and scored. And they're going down to second base, and Heather Mcmahon made it look easy going down to second base. There's a delivery, strike 1. Strike 2, I'm sorry. Thank you. I forgot she swung at that first one. That one's fouled back, out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. We would like to retire Hurst for the first time tonight, right here. Perfect opportunity. Osmond's ahead on the count. There's a delivery. It is hit right up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. That's going to score a run. And play at the plate is not in time, and that's going to be a double. And an RBI. And that's going to bring up Aja Stovall. Ball high. Gotta watch Maya Hurst out there. She stole third on after a double this last time. And Stovall steps out as Osmond took a little too long to get ready to pitch. And there's a delivery, swung on and missed. Reagan Thompson goes up and makes sure that Hurst does not make it to third base. Tori Beth Myers playing in. That ball is low and throw down to third, not in time. And Maya Hurst is going to steal third base. Good base running by the Eagles. And that one's high. 3 balls, 1 strike to the batter Stovall. Stovall struck out in the first, walked in the third, and is back up here in the fourth. Leading in the count, 3-1. And that one's ball high, 4. They try to throw back down to third, not in time. as Hurst gets back, and that is the 5th walk by Osman. Got 1 run in, 2 on, and timeout is called as Coach O goes to the mound, and will she make a pitching change right here?
Come on, girls. Let's work hard right here. Get an out.
All right, stepping back in is Leslie Salvador. She struck out in the 1st and in the 3rd singled. There's the pitch. It's ball high.
Let's go, Abe. Put it in there, babe.
1 ball, no strikes. Runners on the corners. Ball low. Hurst at 3rd, Stovall at 1st. And that one's outside. Ball 3.
Come on, Ava.
3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. All we need is the batter right here. Struck out the first 2 in the inning, and then Heather Mcmahon walked and scored on a 2-bagger by Maya Hurst. There's strike 1. And then Stovall walked. Salvador struck out in the 1st and singled in the 3rd, was stranded at first base. Swung on and missed. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Now, 1 more. Let's go. Win it right here.
That's popped up, and it's going to be behind the Eagle dugout, out of play. So we'll get a new baseball and start over again. Softball, yeah. Umpire is a head shorter than Reagan. If Reagan stands up, umpire can't see the pitcher. she has to get down for him to see the pitch, and they're going to call it ball 4. And that's going to send Salvador to first base. That's going to put Stovall at 2nd, Salvador at 1st. Already on 3rd is Hurst. Well, this could be a mess if Trice gets a hit here. Tori Trice walked in the 1st and flied out to the pitcher in the 2nd, or in the 3rd rather. Strike 1 called. First pitch fouled off, out of play to the right side. No balls, 2 strikes to Tori Trice. She is the right fielder for Osmond ready for the 0-2 and delivers. That's going to be low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's going to be low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Osmond's delivery is low and inside. She got out in front of her. 0-2, and now has thrown 3 straight balls, and Reagan Thompson's going to go out and have a talk with Ava Osmond. Coach O's already been out there once. Thompson settles in, and Osmond's ready and delivers the payoff pitch and walks in a run. So Tori Trice gets on. That's the second time she's walked. And coming to the plate will be number 25, Kara Pipkin. Two runs in, bases are loaded, 2 outs. Osmond delivers. Was that a strike? Did he call that a strike? Strike 1. Good deal. Couldn't tell. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. And a little inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that retires the side. On strikeout number 9 for Ava Osmond, and out number 3, but they leave the bases loaded, 2 runs on 2 hits and 3 left. And as we go to the middle of the 4th, Dyer County trails it 4-0.
Rick Hill Nissan, Dyersburg, is your home for all things Nissan, and to prove it, we're offering deep discounts on all remaining 2020 models. This can save you thousands. Also, check out our redesigned 2021 Rogue. The new Rogue features best-in-class safety, along with ProPilot Assist and NavLink, a 360-degree 3D high-def camera view, and more. Guaranteed credit approval with the in-house Credit Medic. That's Rick Hill Nissan, 2700 Parr Avenue, Dyersburg, or online at rickhillnissan.com.
Dyer County is going to come to bat as Reagan Thompson will lead off. Reagan Thompson will step in. It'll be Reagan Thompson, Katie Grace Willis, and Tori Beth Myers. And there's the delivery. It's in the dirt. Ball one. This is perfect softball weather, Paul. Perfect. No rain. That makes it perfect. There's the second pitch. Hit hard down left field line, but out of play. Reagan Thompson put a lot of heat behind that one. Woo! I was watching her in practice the other night, and she squared it around the bunt and then pulled it back and hit the base of the fence, left center field. Just slap that quick. That one is swung on, popped straight up. It's called by the pitcher, and she will make the play. That's the first out for Dyer County. Man, she hit that first one hard. It got out of here in a hurry. It's going to bring up Katie Grace Willis. She walked in the first and was stranded at first base.
Number 20, Katie Grace Willis.
And the first pitch is on the way. Swung on and fouled to the right side, out of play. Katie Grace Willis, the second opportunity she's had to face Madison Burton. And that one is a little outside. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's the pitch. That's going to be a strike. That was, they thought it was low, but umpire called it strike for Katie Grace Willis. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. That was way high. Katie Grace, she's a tall young lady, but that one was high even for her. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on, hit high into center field, coming on to try to make the play. They will not make it. It hits in front of number 34, Tori Trice, and that's going to be a hit for, that's going to be the first single. Tori Beth Myers steps in for the Choctaws. Got runners on. Myers looks at strike 1. Cleanup hitter at bat. 1 swing of the bat and could cut this lead in half. Tori Beth Myers. Inside and low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Wow, a lot of people are viewing us tonight. Thank you for joining us. We're just kind of streaming this, testing all our new equipment out just to make sure we can do it. But thank you for watching anyway. That one's low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Steve Morgan on camera and Paul Stringham on the switcher. Yours truly, Chuck Asa, making a mess of the announcing tonight. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that one is hit straight up to first base. She will make the catch, and that's 2 outs. Emma McBride steps in. Ellie Edgen on deck should McBride get on. And takes the first pitch inside, ball 1. McBride takes ball outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Katie Grace Willis at first. Emma McBride at the plate, 2 outs. That one is popped straight up. It'll be out of play on the Eagles side. 2 balls, 1 strike to Emma McBride. A lot of space between center and right. If she can get one out to right center, it's going to roll for days. Just over the second baseman's head. Ball high, 3 balls, 1 strike. She's got to come over the plate twice. Not if it's a good one. It's something she can get a hold of. Oh, strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Katie Grace Willis will be on the move at first base. And ball high, that should be ball 4. And it's going to be a walk as Emma McBride goes to first. That's going to put Katie Grace Willis at second. And Ellie Edgen will come in. She flied to left for the second out in inning 2. There's a pitch outside, ball 1. And that one is fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ellie Edgen. The Choctaw left fielder steps back in. That one's hit over the third base. It's going to get down, and it's going to be a hit as the runners advance. Now the bases are loaded. That's the second hit. That's going to put Katie Grace Willis at third, Emma McBride at second, Ellie Edgen at first. And now Cam McCoy is sitting pretty to give Dyer County some runs here. Outfield is playing her in, and that one's low. It does not, Stovall does a great job of keeping it in front of her. Burton's delivery is strike 1 called. Cam McCoy, shortstop. That one's going to be low. 2 balls, 1 strike. The corners are playing in for a play at the plate, although there's 2 outs. Doesn't matter. Plays at any base. That one's high, and she swung on it, and that makes it 2-2. No. That's a ball outside. That takes the count full. So, again, everybody will be on the move with 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here comes the payoff pitch. And that's strike 3 called. And that will end the inning. No runs on 2 hits and 3 left. And as we go to the top of the 5th, Dyer County trails it 4-0.
When it comes to screen printing, embroidery, logos, and specialty items, you've got a lot of choices, but one stands out. It's Stitch & Print, 107 East Main Street. They're your all-in-one place for embroidery, screen print, vinyl, signage, sublimations, and so much more. We can print your logo or help you design a new one for things like cups, hats, shirts, and more. We do all our work in-house so you get your order quickly. Locally owned and operated. Stitch & Print, 107 East Main Street, New Bern, or call 627-6227 for Stitch & Print.
Carpenter with Flat Heating and Air. My grandfather, Murray Flat, paved the way for my family to proudly serve Dyer County and all of West Tennessee with all of your heating and air conditioning needs. Dedication and commitment and hard work has been passed down since 1946. Just as Choctaws from years past have also paved the way for future student athletes with their dedication and commitment to hard work. Thank you for all you've done for this community. Flat Heating and Air, a proud sponsor of Choctaw Athletics. And remember, once a Choctaw, always a Choctaw.
Back to the top of the order. It looks like, nope. Burton is coming up. I'm sorry, that's right. It'll be Burton, Gwynn, and Craddock to lead off the 5th here. And that one swung on and fouled back. And that one's a little bit low. One ball, 1 strike to the pitcher, Burton. Ava Osmond here in the top of the 5th. She's got 9 Ks on the night. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a delivery. It's hit hard to center field, going back and making the play. Great job by the senior. Caitlin Mascroft had to get back in a hurry, and it didn't matter. Whew! She got her done. That's going to bring up Abby Gwynn. She struck out in the, looks at strike one. She struck out in the first, or rather in the second, and in the fourth. So she's yet to make contact. And that time she did. It's slicing foul down the right field line. That's a golf term, Paul. Slicing. Yeah. 4-0 your score here. Osmond's pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. Yeah. Now we're doing a comedy show, aren't we?
Yeah. This is a straight man.
Yeah, really. And that one's in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Slipped out of her hand, I believe. And that one is fouled off. I think the Eagles are running out of softballs, too. They got a bunch of them going out there. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. That is the 10th strikeout for Osmond. And that's going to bring Craddock to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. Craddock struck out in the second and also was the 8th strikeout victim for Ava Osmond. That in the 4th inning. And looks at strike 1 here in the 5th. That one is fouled back on top of the press box of the baseball field. And the Eagles will have to come up with another softball. Yeah, it would. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one is a bit high. That evens the account at 2-2. We have 1 and 2 on the scoreboard. That one's high. I'm going to say what he says, 3 and 2. Okay, that's right. The umpire's right. Scoreboard may not be. Now it says 3 and 2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 11. And that is the 3rd time she has struck out. That will end the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Dyer County's got to make up a 4-run deficit as they go into the bottom of the 5th. And we'll be back.
Rick Hill Nissan, Dyersburg, is your home for all things Nissan, and to prove it, we're offering deep discounts on all remaining 2020 models. This can save you thousands. Also, check out our redesigned 2021 Rogue. The new Rogue features best-in-class safety, along with ProPilot Assist and NavLink, a 360-degree 3D high-def camera view, and more. Guaranteed credit approval with the in-house Credit Medic. That's Rick Hill Nissan, 2700 Parr Avenue, Dyersburg, or online at rickhillnissan.com.
Welcome back. Dyer County is going to put Marley Thedford, Caitlin Ashcroft, and Ava Osmond at the plate. Thedford grounded to short for the first out in the third. This is her second opportunity, her second swing at Madison Burton. No pitching changes at all in the game so far tonight. Of course, Madison Burton is leading 4-0. And delivers, hit hard down the third base line. It's going to be fair. She, slips at first base, but gets back. Goodness gracious. She just, she stumbled there at first base. That was a double. That two-bagger written all over it. What a great shot by Thedford. All right, let's see if we can get the bats going. This one is outside, ball one. Mascroft hit that one hard. Woo! Coach O, coaching at third base, almost had to eat the grass quickly. Out of the way. That one hits the bat, but she was trying to back away from it. So it hit the butt of the bat. I guess that's considered a foul tip. It's called a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Burton delivers low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. That's low. 3 balls and 1 strike. And going down to third and making it in there. That is excellent base running by Marley Thedford. Our county coming alive here in the bottom of the 5th. That one's hit hard. It looks like it's going to drop. It does. It's going to score a run as the left. Oh, no, she does not come in as it's cut off. So runners at first and third on the single by Caitlin Mascroft. So runners at first and third. And that's going to bring Ava Osmond up. She can help herself right here with a base hit. Will score at least 1. Not familiar with Caitlin Mascroft's running abilities, but you would have to think with nobody out and trailing 4-0, she could be going. And swung on and missed by Osmond. Back to the top of the lineup, Osmond, Thompson, and Katie Grace Willis. Katie Grace was stranded. She singled, but was stranded at third in the last inning. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Swung on and fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes to Osmond. Reagan Thompson on deck. Here comes the 0-2, swung on and missed. That is the boy, she hit one hard earlier, Reagan Thompson. This one swung on, hit hard to right field, going back, looking up, It is at the base of the wall. 1 run will score. And she goes in with a stand-up double as Reagan Thompson blistered one to right center. Looked like it was going to be out of here, but fell a little bit short, hit in the air at the base of the fence, and she has a 2-bagger, and that scores Thedford and sends Mascroft to third base with 1 out. And stepping up to the plate will be Katie Grace Willis. She singled and was stranded at third in the 4th inning. And that's going to be ball low. One ball, no strikes. Katie Grace Willis swung on, fouled straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on, hit to third. Scooped up, throw on to first in time, but that'll score a run. So in the fielder's choice, Katie Grace Willis will get the RBI. Tori Beth Myers steps to the plate for the Choctaws. Looks at ball 1. That leaves Emma McBride on the on deck. Tori McBride grounded to the pitcher in the 1st and then flied out to the first baseman in the 4th. That one's hit to third, scooped up. Throw on to first in time, and that will end the inning. And that'll be the 3rd out. So 2 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits, and 2 left as the Choctaws get halfway there. They now trail at 4-2.
When it comes to screen printing, embroidery, logos, and specialty items, you've got a lot of choices, but one stands out. It's Stitch and Print, 107 East Main Street. They're your all-in-one place for embroidery, screen print, vinyl, signage, sublimations, and so much more. We can print your logo or help you design a new one for things like cups, hats, shirts, and more. We do all our work in-house so you get your order quickly. Locally owned and operated. Stitch and Print, 107 East Main Street, New Bern, or call 627-6227 for Stitch and Print.
Heather Mcmahon will be coming up to lead off the 6th inning, followed by Maya Hurst and Aja Stovall. All right, bottom of the order, Heather McMahon will step in and takes the first pitch, ball high. that one is a little bit high as well. No balls, 2 balls, no strikes. Get it right in a minute. That's a strike. 2-1. She struck out in the second and walked in the fourth and scored. 8 players came to bat in the fourth. For the Eagles, sets ball high and outside, 3-1. And that one squared around a bunt. She fouls it back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The count is full. And ball 4. That's going to take us back to the top of the order. Maya Hurst, she was hit by a pitch and scored in the first, doubled in the third and scored, and then doubled in the fourth and scored. So she's 3 for 3 tonight. We would like to get her out right here. First pitch squares around a bunt, fouls it back. It goes between Thompson's legs and back to the backstop, so everybody has to return where they were. Osmond delivers and throw down to second in time. Oh no! Must not have got the tag on her, but it looked like the throw was in time, but certainly was. They called her safe, so at second base now is Heather Mcmahon. And that one is high. What's the count? I didn't see his hands. Scoreboard doesn't have it. There's a delivery. It's fouled back. Two balls, 2 strikes. That's fouled back. Staying alive, Maya Hurst. Dyer County would like to retire her for the first time tonight. Now would be a good time with Heather Mcmahon at second. Swung on and missed. Got her. That is the 12th strikeout, and that's going to be the first out. Ava Osment. Ava Osment delivers. It's inside to Stovall. Ball 1. 12 strikeouts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 walks. She's given up 4 runs, 2 of them earned. Strike call. Stovall struck out in the first, walked in the third, and walked in the fourth, and was stranded on third base. Stovall looks at ball high. That's high and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that one's fouled over to the right side. So the count is full. Nobody, or 1 out rather. As Stovall is at the plate. Mcmahon at second. She walked and then stole second. Was not able to advance to third as Maya Hurst struck out and brings us up to where we are. Here's the payoff. Swung on and missed. That's the 13th strikeout, 2nd out of the inning, and that's going to bring Salvador to the plate. She struck out on the first, singled in the third, and walked and was stranded at second base in the 4th. She's gotten on base 2 out of 3 times, but has not scored yet. Hopefully she won't. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs, runner at second. Strike, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's the pitch in the dirt, and a big lead at second base is Mcmahon, but Reagan Thompson turns her back pretty quickly. Here comes the 2-1, high and outside. That evens the count at 2 apiece. Nope, 3-1. What am I saying? First game of the season. Lots of mistakes. Yeah. Yeah, I like that one. There's a 3-1, foul back. That'll take it full right now. There we go. Leslie Salvador, the catcher. I guess so. Osmond stands in, gets the pitch from Coach O, and delivers the payoff. That's ball high. Yeah, Reagan kept that one from going to the backstop there with quick hands, and that kept Heather Mcmahon in second base. That is the 9th base on balls. That's a ball high. Runners at first and second, 2 out. Trice at bat. And looking at strike 1. That evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. That one's hit hard to center field, going back and making the play again, the senior Caitlin Mascroft. And that will end the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 2 left. And as we go to the middle of the 6th, Dyer County trails it 4-2.
Carpenter with Flat Heating and Air. My grandfather, Murray Flat, paved the way for my family to proudly serve Dyer County and all of West Tennessee with all of your heating and air conditioning needs. Dedication and commitment and hard work has been passed down since 1946. just as Choctaws from years past have also paved the way for future student athletes with their dedication and commitment to hard work. Thank you for all you've done for this community. Flat Heating and Air, a proud sponsor of Choctaw Athletics. And remember, once a Choctaw, always a Choctaw.
Autofocus off. Zoomed it in, and yeah. I need to go get my jacket. Getting chilly in here, all up in here. Dyer County trails it 4-2. As Dyer County will put out Emma McBride, Ellie Edgen, and Cam McCoy. McBride struck out in the second, walked in the fourth, was stranded at second base. Ellie Edgen, she flied to center field in the second and singled in the fourth inning. Emma McBride steps in as the Choctaws would like to get these last two back right here. There's a delivery. It's low. Ball one. Burton holding on to a two-run lead. Dyer County has retired them. Shut them out for the last two innings. They scored two in the last inning. As McBride looks at strike one. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and hit to the center. Can she beat it out? Oh, second baseman played it. That was in the center between second and the pitcher, and they had to get to it quickly and did. Made the play at first.
Now batting, number 6.
Ellie Edgen singled at her last at-bat. Hit the ball hard, swung on and missed by Edgen. No balls, one strike. We're in the bottom of the sixth. Dyer County trails 4-2. And there's one low. That evens the count at 1-1. Cam McCoy is on deck. She grounded to short in the second and struck out in the fourth. That one's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If either Edgen or McCoy get on, Marley Thedford will get a crack at it. Ball low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a delivery. It's hit to right. It's going to get down, fielded by the right fielder. She brings it back to first base, but not in time, and Ellie Edgen singles. Cam McCoy steps in for the Choctaws. Runner at first, 1 out. Ball is high and outside to McCoy. Marley Thedford on deck. She was the one that blistered that single down the third base line. Almost rolled to the fence. That one's going to be high. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Cam. Here comes the 0-2 delivery. Strike called. Two balls, one strike to the Choctaw shortstop. And that's a little outside. 3-1. Three balls, one strike. And there's the pitch. It is popped up, straight up. Pitcher waves everyone off, makes the play. And everybody will stay as McCoy flies to 1, the pitcher, for out number 2. Marley Thedford steps in for the Choctaws, and with 2 outs, 1 runner on, she looks at ball low. Marley Thedford grounded to shortstop in the 3rd. She singled and scored in the 5th. That one's foul tip back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He got drawn in for that high heater right there. That looks like one that's not going to stay up there. Nonetheless, she swung under it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 is low. That evens the count at 2. And strike 3 called, and that will end the inning. As Marley Thedford looks at strike 3, and no runs on 1 hit and 1 left. And going into the top of the 7th, Dyer County trails 4-2.
Rick Hill Nissan, Dyersburg, is your home for all things Nissan, and to prove it, we're offering deep discounts on all remaining 2020 models. This can save you thousands. Also, check out our redesigned 2021 Rogue. The new Rogue features best-in-class safety, along with ProPilot Assist and NavLink, a 360-degree 3D high-def camera view, and more. Guaranteed credit approval with the in-house Credit Medic. That's Rick Hill Nissan, 2700 Parr Avenue, Dyersburg, or online at rickhillnissan.com.
2 for him. I don't care. Here in the top of the 7th, going to bring up Pipkin, Burton, and Gwynn. And should any of them get on, that'll bring Ava Craddock to the plate. Dyer County needs to hold them here, and we'll get one more crack at them in the bottom of the 7th. Come on. 4-2 your score. There's a delivery, swung on and missed. Strike one to Pipkin. 13 strikeouts for Ava Osment so far tonight. Swing and a miss, strike two. And there's strike three called. That is the 14th K for Ava Osment, and that will retire Pipkin and bring up Madison Burton. She struck out on the first, flied out to right for the third out in the third, and then flied to center as Ashcroft had to make a running play. First pitch is ball one, a little low. A little outside as well. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And grounded to third, throw on to first in time, and that'll retire the second batter. Two up, two down so far here in the top of the seventh. That's going to bring up Abby Gwynn. She struck out 3 times tonight, once in the second, in the fourth, and again in the fifth, as she looks at ball one inside. Osment delivers, swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Osment delivers the 1-1, inside and low. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's the pitch, low, 3-1. 2 of them retired. 1 more to go right here. Swung on and fouled back. There's a delivery for ball 4. And that is the 9th walk for Osment tonight.
I got 2 for you. Here's all this. Does he like ketchup or mustard or relish?
And that one is fouled back. You can see where it went. Two outs, 1 on, runner at first. Ava Craddock is at bat. And ball low, throw to second. Oh, and they run her back. Back to first as Abby Gwynn had a notion, but didn't do it. And there's a delivery a little bit low. Two balls, 1 strike. And hit by a pitch on the ankle. Ouch, that smarts a bit is Craddock. So now it's going to bring Heather Mcmahon in with 2 outs. You didn't get you any? Need you one. Oh. Here's the pitch. Ball low. Heather Mcmahon has struck out in the second, walked and scored in the fourth, and walked and was stranded on second base in the sixth. There's 2 outs. All we need is the batter. Play at any bag. It's going to be outside. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, no strikes, rather. 2 outs. We cannot walk her again. We got to make her hit the ball. That's a strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Here comes the 2-1. Strike 2. Yeah. Right on the outside corner. Bring the high heat right here. Here comes the 2-2. A little low and outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This is the bottom of the order. We do not want to lose her because we do not want Maya Hurst back at the plate. We need to get this batter right here. Make her hit it. Let your defense play behind you. Ball high. And that loads them up. So we got Gwynn at third, Craddock at second, and Mcmahon at first, all with 2 outs. And that means Hurst will step back in. She was hit by a pitch and scored, doubled and scored in the fourth, and then struck out in the sixth. And foul back, strike 1. That one is in the dirt. Reagan Thompson stops it from going to the backstop. And now with the bases loaded, they've loaded them up with 2 outs. Osmond's going to have to pitch out of a jam here. Strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hurst calls time and then steps back in. Here comes the 1-2. Strung on, grounded to short, flip on to third. It is dropped, and all runners are safe. So reaching on an error is Hurst, and that's going to bring Stovall. She struck out in the first, walked in the third and in the fourth, and struck out in the sixth. She looks at ball one. So runners on every base, ball high. 2 balls, no strikes. Strike. Throw back to first, and they safe at home. Now everybody runs. So that makes it 6-2, and Gwynn and Craddock are both in. Mcmahon is now at third, with Hurst at second. It's a ball low. 3 balls, 1 strike. And there is about to be, is this an equipment change? Yep, had to change gloves. Something happened to the first one. Is that what it was? So now Stovall will step back in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Osmond pitches, swing and a miss. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Here comes the payoff. Ball high. That's the 11th walk. And that's going to put Leslie Salvador. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Osmond delivers. It's low. That's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Need 1 more right here. And that one's outside, 2-2. Swung on, fouled back. Count is even at 2-2. We got 2 outs. retired the first two batters, and now they've put on 2 runs, and bases are loaded, all with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. That does it. Out number 3 with a 15th strikeout. And that's out number 3. We got 2 runs on no hits and 1 error. And at the middle of the 7th inning, Dyer County trails 6-2.
When it comes to screen printing, embroidery, logos, and specialty items, you've got a lot of choices, but one stands out. It's Stitch and Print, 107 East Main Street. They're your all-in-one place for embroidery, screen print, vinyl, signage, sublimations, and so much more. We can print your logo or help you design a new one for things like cups, hats, shirts, and more. We do all our work in-house so you get your order quickly. Locally owned and operated. Stitch and Print, 107 East Main Street, New Bern, or call 627-6227 for Stitch and Print.
Caitlin Mascroft will lead it off here in the bottom of the 7th, followed by Osmond and Thompson. And if any of them get on, Katie Grace Willis. So we're right in the perfect part of the order we want to be. Base hit, left field. And it goes all the way to the fence. She's going to make it around first into second, standing up easily. And that's going to be a double for Caitlin Ashcroft, and Ava Osmond will step in. She grounded to first in the first, struck out in the 3rd, and struck out in the 5th. And that's hit hard into center field. And are going to try the play at the plate. That'll hold everybody at 3rd. And Ava Osmond, 1 pitch, 1 stroke. She's only thrown 2 pitches. The first one was a rocket to left and by Mascroft. And now Ava Osmond blisters one to center field. And Dyer County in business. Runners on the corners with nobody out. Reagan Thompson will step in. Thompson hits it hard to center field, going back, cannot make the catch. It hits at the base of the wall. They bring it back in as Osmond makes it to 3rd, and Dyer County scores as Mascroft, who doubled, just scored. Osmond is now at 3rd base, and Reagan Thompson with a single. She's at first. And now they're going to figure out what's going on with the pitcher. So Madison Burton has thrown 3 pitches here in the bottom of the 7th. They have all been Dyer County hits. A double by Mascroft, a single by Osment, and then a single by Thompson. Already a run in. And Katie Grace Willis will step in with nobody out and runners at the corners. And that's low, ball 1. Let Burton try a little too hard here, and we could use a long ball here, Paul. That's baseball talk for a home run. Ball low. Yeah, I'm kidding. 2 balls, no strikes to Katie Grace Willis. That one's going to be high and outside, 3-0. We can load them up right here. She laid off. Tori Beth Myers on deck. Emma McBride's in the hole. That's strike 1. She was taken all the way, yeah. Here comes the 3-1. Ball low. That loads them up. So that is Katie Grace Willis walks. That loads them up. Osmond at third, Thompson at second, Willis at first. Tori Beth Myers is standing in. That's a ball outside. She grounded to the pitcher in the first. She flied to first base in the third and grounded to short in the 5th. Tori Beth Myers has not been on, but she looks at strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next one, send it over that orange thing out there.
She is the cleanup hitter. It's about time for her to send one out there. Ball low. Ooh.
Good eye, Tori.
She thought about that one.
Relax and make it be a strike.
So Osmond at third, Thompson at second, Myers at first, and the ball is hit to second. They throw it to second, on to first. It's missed. It goes into the dugout, and 2 runs will score as Osmond and Thompson will score on the error. So it's now 7-5. Let's see, 25 at first. Katie Grace Willis that was a fielder's choice. So that is the first out. And coming in to pinch run is number 19. '19 is Maddie Claire Wilkerson. So she's going to pinch run for Tori Beth Myers. Emma McBride will step in.
Come on, she's scared to death out there on that man. Come on, Emma, drive her in.
And the umpire is just now coming back to behind the plate, making some roster moves there. 6-5 your score. Ball high as it gets through, and going down to second base is Maddie Claire Wilkerson. So the tying run now at second base with 1 out. 3 balls, 1 strike is the count to Emma McBride, Dyer County has the opportunity right here for a late rally. On deck is Ellie Edgen. She singled her last time up. And that one is fouled back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Oh. Well, the umpire will tell us. Did he? And here's the delivery. That's ball high.
Scoreboard's wrong. They haven't had that many pitches yet. She hasn't.
2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on and missed. That is strike 3, and that's going to bring up Ellie Edgen. Ball 1. There's the strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ellie Edgen singled her last time up. That's ball low. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one's fouled back. That evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th. Dyer County trails by 1, 6-5. The tying runs at second base. There's 2 outs. A base hit to the right side of the field. If it gets deep enough, we'll score. Maddie Claire Wilkerson. And that's a hit. It's going to be grounded by the shortstop. Throw on to first, not in time. No. And that will end the inning. Wow. It looked like it was not in time, but apparently it was. So he's asking about it, but nonetheless, that was a great comeback. But anyway, that will end the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 left. And Dyer County will go down in defeat in their first game by a final score of 6-5. So we thank you for joining us here on our kind of run through tonight. Once again, your final score, Dyer County loses to the Eagles tonight by a final score of 6-5. For Paul Stringham tonight and Steve Morgan on cameras, this is Chuck Asa saying good night, everyone.